my. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you? Oh, I've been up since 3:45. I went to bed really early yesterday. I had a screaming headache, well, really a migraine, and I had a really busy week. So I actually went to bed. I woke up around 10:38. I thought it was 2 o'clock. And then I went back to sleep and I woke up again around 3. It's like 3:43, 3:45. And I've been up ever since. So happy Saturday, everyone. Happy Saturday. I'm glad to see you guys. And I'm gonna let you know that tomorrow, um, I'm not doing it today, but tomorrow I will address a few things. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I'm not going to have you guessing um, what I'm talking about, who I'm speaking of. I don't do the subliminal messages at all. So I have to finish watching a few things. And yeah, tomorrow I will be addressing it because I think I can get it done. So anyway, good morning, everyone. Hi, Crystal. Hi, Brown Eyed Cutie. Hi, Tina. Hi, Susan. Hi, Crazy Cat Mama. Snozberry Surprise. Welcome to the chat. Good morning. Let's see, legs for days. Girl, I love that name. I love that name. I have a short torso, but I have legs, and I'm always told I have legs for days. But you done stole my name now. I love it. Let's see, sweet potato. Good morning. Gwen Branson was here earlier. I don't know if she's still in the building, but good morning, Gwen, and kiss that sweet little baby for me. So yesterday, one of my really good friends, great sub. Good morning, Bella Marie. She um she sent me the information about what we're going to talk about this morning, and I had heard about it, but I hadn't had time to dig into it because I had a busy week. And I said, but she saved me the trouble. Good morning, Virgie C. Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Savage. Bella Marie, I think I just said good morning. I don't remember. No, I'm not going to talk about you, Bella Marie. I have no reason to talk about you. I hope you're feeling better. I really do. Good morning, Savage Sweetie. Um, so she sent me the article and stuff. And as I was reading it, I had a Twitter alert about the arrest. But then I found another video of the call. And it's funny because this morning she sent it to me as well. But I found the video of the on Twitter, it was just a short portion of the video of the body cam footage. But I have the video from WX. Hold on, let me tell you what the name of it is. WSYX ABC 6 in Ohio. And they have the body cam footage. So I'm gonna have to put up. Oh, it's okay, Snaz. I wish I could. I got to put my trigger warning up because this is reminding me of the case of Clancy and what she did to her kids. So let me just add my banner. It is trigger warning. Anyone that doesn't want to hear about the story, please leave. Because it's really this is the worst I've heard about in a long. I mean, it's not. I'm not putting it up there with school shootings, but this is a father. This is a father. Oh my God, Brown Eyed Cutie. He lived right down the road from you. Oh my God. Okay. Oh my goodness. This is so 3 little boys were caged execution style by their father. 7, 3, and 4. Yeah, 7, 3, and 4. Was it 7, 3? 7, 3, and 4. The older sister, she escaped. One of the little boys got away. The father chased him down and brought him back to the property. Now, while this was going on, the mother was there. She tried to intervene, tried to grab the gun, shot her in the hand. Didn't didn't kill, didn't kill the mother. Have no idea what three little boys can do to make you want to do this to them. Hi, buddy. Oh my God, you live 10 minutes away. Oh my God. So let me just put this picture up of these boys. Oh my God. And this picture was given to the media by a family member. And I have that down, but you can't see it. But these are the little boys. Yep, he wanted to make her suffer. This reminds me of the black guy that killed the kids in front of their mother. This was like what, 4 years? Well, 4 years ago. He just got sentenced about a year and a half ago. What could three innocent kids, good morning, hey buddy, do to make you do this? So I'm just going to show this. I'm just going to show this body cam footage. And guys, I want you to see his demeanor. I want you to see how he's acting like it's just a regular fucking day. Okay? Let me share my screen. Oh, so you know what? I thought I was on camera. Hold on a second. Let me come down for a minute. I thought I was on camera. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning. I actually got dressed this morning, so I can't be on camera. Good morning. They are sweet, sweet little boys. They are my sister's babies' ages. Yep, 7, 4, and 3. So they're playing. What are they playing over and over again, Brown Eyed Cutie? Because if you don't want me to show the body cam footage, I won't. I won't show it. Thank you. I didn't do my hair. I just brushed it. Okay. Okay. I got it. So I just brushed my hair this morning, but Brown Eyed Cutie, please tell me if you don't want me to play the body cam footage, I won't. Because I don't want to upset anyone. I really don't. Okay, Brown Eyed Cutie, thank you for that. Thank you. Okay, guys, let me just show you this body cam footage. I'm going to go off camera. And because I want you to see this. Again, I don't want to upset anyone. So if you don't want to see this, please, please, please leave the chat. Let me, but I'm putting up the trigger warning. Let me make this huge full screen layout. I'm knocking myself out. And here we go. Oh, sorry.
Male shot the entire family. You're quick.
Where's he at?
He's shooter's on the porch.
Get him right here. Right here. You got him on the porch.
We've asked. That's the last place we've been told.
You show me your hands now! Stand up and walk towards us! Stand up now! Walk towards us! Stand up with your hands up!
We got a visual in the mail. Not showing his hands, not following commands.
Stand up now!
This says 6:15. So this happened Thursday, not Friday. He was in court on Friday.
I know, but we can't.
First aid and he's not complying.
Oh my God. Trigger warning. I like
Gotta
that.
find cover first.
I
We
like
ain't no
that
good
shot
if
for
we
that
ain't
rifle.
safer. So
Just two cops?
we need to come from this side where we can see them. Don't take cover behind her. We see them. We're going to approach from this side. We got cover. Right here.
6 number 29 and 63 attack on.
I saw on Twitter it was more than that. And guys, just know that you'll hear the mother in the background as well.
Show us your f***ing hands now. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up. Stand up now. Stand up. Stand the fuck up.
EMS to stage and air carrier going to go ahead and fly whenever any units can advise.
Get your hands.
Shot his ass.
Cover 21. It's in the air.
There's guys to confirm that there's people in the first aid, and that's the shooter. He's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot him and shoot him.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs a day
63,
in my
we're
life.
21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I split, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you. Gatlin,
63.
get your butt inside. Gatlin, get your butt inside.
We on
Listen to
primary.
him.
29, we got 3 kids down.
3 kids down, 63 down.
Gatlin,
63, we're 21. Have
Knock it off.
EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised. Robert 34, just started mass custody response. 63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard. What are you doing, man?
Hey, pretty copy all this.
can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt
You
nobody.
got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it.
Look
I
how
ain't mad.
calm
I
he
ain't,
is.
I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him.
All right.
He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna
I
get
ain't gonna
you
do
here.
He's
nothing. I ain't running away. You can do
uncomfortable.
whatever you want.
He took her life from her, she said.
Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the
Yeah,
house?
yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in the cage.
This is look.
Yeah, shot him in his. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Okay. Yes, I wanted you to see this too.
State of Arkansas, Chad Dorman, 2023 CRA 1975.
Look
This
at him.
matter is before the court today for purposes of bond hearing. Mr. Callan, you were here on behalf of Mr. Dorman. Mr. DeCalvi, Mr. Gass on behalf of the state of Ohio. Mr. Callan has the bond. Go ahead, sir.
As bond, Your Honor, he is 32 years old.
He's got a family. He's got a wife. He's married. He's employed.
He indicates that his relatives, Gloria Dorman, Todd Frost, and Keith Dorman, may act as co-signers for him. At this time, Your Honor, we would submit to the court that a bond of $75,000.
They were asking for $75,000.
Thank you.
His defense attorney. Look at him.
Good job, Mark Jacoby, Clermont County
$20 million
Prosecutor.
bond.
We, at this point, I'm going to let Mr. Gast handle the bond.
Morning, Judge. Good morning. Judge, we've got law enforcement with us here today. Our office has been involved. Lots of people in my office have been involved with law enforcement throughout yesterday, afternoon, and evening.
Bulletproof vest. Get the
And
fuck
the
out of
facts I
here.
have for you at this point are as follows. The trauma that this man has inflicted on his family, the community.
Yep, she was.
Law enforcement, first responders, and all of the rest of us who have any idea what's going on here is unspeakable. There's been a full admission. This
Okay,
case,
Mike,
Judge,
I'll
this is
replay the
still new.
beginning.
We're still discovering facts. But the evil horror of what we know is impossible to process. In an act of just incomprehensible cruelty, the father that stands before you lined up his 3 young boys, and he executed them in his own home with a rifle. They were ages
Like he
3, 4, and
executed 3 young boys, his sons, 7, 4, and 3.
desperation to save her children. The mother, at some point,
Shot the wife in the
father
hand.
was wielding to attempt to protect them. We know that one of the boys was able to flee into a field near the home. And again,
Now he wants to
from
cry.
information, Father hunted
Bitch.
that boy down, drug him back to the property, and executed him in front of witnesses. The mother was shot through the hand in her attempt to protect her children.
She tried to get the
Judge, I
guns
asked the
from him.
court setting this bond to just begin to imagine their fear. This was the man that every day they woke up looking to for protection, love, guidance in all things. The man they trust more than any other person on earth. The person they rely upon to keep them safe from harm. He was their world. He was their guardian. And he executed them in full blood. We know that from his admission. By that same admission, Judge, he has committed one of the most monstrous, craven, cowardly acts that will ever be our misfortune to see.
Yeah.
To make things even more disturbing, Judge, this was no haphazard act. Again, by his own admission, he planned the events.
He planned it for months.
This did not happen on a whim. He's confessed to what I believe is the worst crime, at least I hope, that I'll see in my lifetime.
Trying to fake tears. Not coming.
I hope it's the worst fact pattern that ever comes before this court.
Oh, he's squeezing hard.
Judge, it's important for the court to know in the bond we're going to request today, for the court to understand Clermont County deputies, Monroe Township Fire and EMS, and other first responders bravely respond to the scene where they don't know what's going on. They did not know what they're facing, and they come into a scene that no one can ever be prepared for. No law enforcement training, no training of any kind prepares you for this. It's easy to forget that these are men and women with families, children, feelings, emotions. They're not some automaton performing a delegated function. They're people. They were required to give CPR to gunshot children, 3, 4, and 7-year-old children. They held these boys in their arms, knowing there was nothing they could do to save them. How long do those scars last? What day do you wake up from that and you're healed? How do you unsee?
Their audio is horrible.
Bond factors this court needs to consider today are set forth in Criminal Rule 46, nature and circumstance of the crime charged, and specifically whether the defendant used or had access to a weapon, including the seriousness of the offense. It's the most serious offense that we have on the books, Judge. This is it. You can't commit a more serious offense. So the nature of the crime charged is the worst crime that can be charged. Did he have access to a weapon? Yes, obviously. The weight of the evidence against the defendant at this point, Judge, we stand here with a full admission of the defendant. That also goes to the confirmation of the defendant's identity, and witnesses on scene did see at least part of what happened. Next, the court is to consider the likelihood this person would return to court if a bond were issued. Again, this is the most heinous crime with the most severe penalty under the law that we presented to a grand jury. That alone would be a major factor in discouraging a person from availing himself to this court or any other. And the thought
Thank
to
you,
flee
buddy.
and the likelihood of flight is great in the state's opinion. The danger he poses to the community is a factor that this court can consider, and I think with the facts in front of you, Judge, we can't name a person that poses a greater threat to the community. As his prior record goes, Judge, it is fairly minimal. He was charged with domestic violence in 2010.
Well, good. I don't have to tell you. They're already saying it.
Judge, the facts of this case are hopefully like no other we will ever see. When this case gets indicted in the Court of Common Pleas, I am certain that a no bond hearing will be held, and I would hope that would be granted. But at this point, this juncture, we're going to ask this court to issue a bond we've never asked for before. I'm going to ask for a bond of $20 million. I hope I never need to request such a bond again.
Thank you. Date for preliminary hearing?
Let me just stop this right here. So the judge that you see right here is the same judge that set bail for GB. Same judge. That is the judge that was over GB's case.
The preliminary hearing, Judge, is 6/26.
The preliminary hearing will be set for
Jason
June
Nagel.
26th at 1 p.m. At this point in time, bond's going to be set in the amount of $20
$20 million
cash or surety.
cash or security.
Anything else at this time, Mr. Gast?
No, Judge.
Mr. Cal? Mr. Cal, anything further?
Nothing at this
All
time.
right, thank you.
There we go. There we go. Whew. Welcome to the membership. Brown Eye Cutie, thank you. Thank you for becoming a member. And Kenzie, I saw you became a member too. There you go. Thank you guys for becoming members. This is sickening. $20 million, the highest bail they've ever done. And it's cash or surety. And when they said that, I posted the GoFundMe. I saw someone ask me in the chat to post a GoFundMe. So in less than 24 hours, they were asking for $20,000 to help the mother raise her kids. And let me just share this with you guys. In less than 24 hours, they raised over $86,000. It's close to 86,000. They wanted 20,000. They raised $86,000. 2.4 thousand people donated. And this anonymous donor right here, $2,000. And I'm like, okay, but that is the GoFundMe. I posted it. You guys knew I would have to GoFundMe. That's why you asked me for it. That is the GoFundMe to help her to bury her kids. Her sister did it. And it says, my sister lost her 3 amazing babies yesterday. Nothing will make this better. It will never be okay. But please, if you can find in your heart to help relieve the financial burden of this tragedy, please donate. No one should have to go through this. And I agree with that wholeheartedly. No one should have to go through with that. We don't know why he's did it. He just said he planned it. He confessed. He said he's been planning it for months. Months. Hi, Jody B. Yep, that is a coincidence. Jason Nagel is the same judge that presided over GB's case. This is very, very... And I see there was a couple of people in here said that they live down the street. It is sad. When the police got there, his demeanor was like, nothing's going on, guys. Nothing. I just executed. I just executed my sons. Now the older sister, he said his stepdaughter, she ran to the fire department. I'm not going to give her name, even though it's printed, but his name is Chad Dorman. Chad Dorman is his name. He was just sitting outside like, cops showed up, nothing, rifle sitting right next to him. He wanted to make this woman suffer for the rest of her damn life. Yep, Ohio. I'm sorry, Snosberry. I don't understand it. You're not happy, take your goddamn self out. Walk away. But you took these kids. And you took the 3 that you had with her. The older daughter got away. One of the little boys ran. He went back. He went and found him and brought him back. And as they said, executed in front of witnesses. I keep saying all this shit that's going on. All this crazy shit going on. I don't know if they can expedite. If he waives a jury trial, yes. If he just takes a plea, depends on what deal, he deserves to rot in jail. It's in Ohio. It's in Ohio. This is ridiculous. It's Monroe Township, Ohio. I want to make sure I had that township right. I almost said Union, but it's Monroe Township in Ohio. I don't know. They're not. Brown-eyed cutie, do you? Oh, jealousy. Jealousy. Brown-eyed cutie lived down the street, and another person, I can't remember who else lives down the street from them. Good morning, Just Danny. Welcome, Justice with Bryson. He's an abuser, and I looked it up. He did have domestic violence. He wasn't on probation. I didn't see that clip of his court hearing yet because I was busy doing something, and I saw it. I meant to look at it, but I was trying to get myself together before I came on live. New Richmond. So the name of the place is New Richmond, Ohio. It's in Monroe Township. Okay. This is just sad. This woman has to deal with this. And but you execute right in front of this woman. She had to stand there and watch you kill her children. She has a daughter that got away, that ran. Good morning, Jenny. Oh, good morning. So for everyone that's just coming in, I'm gonna play this one more time. I'm going to play. I want to get there. Stop. I'm gonna play this one more time for the ones that are just coming in. The father killed 2 or 3 of his daughters to hurt. Yep. And this just happened. This is a black. I'm trying to think where it was. And I want to say it wasn't Michigan. Was it New York? He killed the kids to make the mother suffer. And I think it was 7 kids. She was on a stand and she told him he would never break her, ever break her. Hi, Deborah. Good morning and welcome. Deborah always catches my replays. Always. So let me just play this for everybody that's just coming in. Okay. So let me share this again for everybody coming in. Here is the video we just
female
watched.
that went to the firehouse is advising them that the male shot the entire family.
So that's the daughter that ran to the firehouse.
You're clear.
Yes.
Where's he at?
He said, shooter's on the porch.
Get him right here. Right here. You got him on the porch.
We've
Right here.
asked, that's the
Love
last
you
place
too,
we've been
Catherine.
told.
You
that
show me
he's
your
on the
hands
porch.
now! Stand up and walk towards us! Stand up now! Walk towards us! Stand up with your hands up!
We got a visual in the mail. Not showing his hands, not following commands.
Stand up now!
Trigger warning, guys. Trigger warning.
His name is Chad Dorman. Chad
Hey.
Dorman.
I know, but we can't.
If people need first aid and he's not complying, you know he's a shooter, shoot him.
We gotta find cover first. We ain't no good if we ain't safe ourselves. Hey, no. We need to come from this side where we can see them. Don't take cover behind her. We see him. We're going to approach from this side. We got cover. Right here.
6 number 29 and 63 is type out.
Show us your f***ing hands now! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up! Stand up now! Stand up! Stand the fuck up!
EMS to stage and air clear. Go ahead and fly whenever any units can advise.
Get your hands up here.
72.
Tell me 21. It's in there.
Those guys can confirm that there's people that need first aid, and that's the shooter who's not complying. They need to take care of the
I got it.
victims. They have to shoot him and shoot out.
Man, I ain't trying to hurt nobody. I'm completely sober. Never did drugs a day
63,
in my
we're
life.
21. Get the EMS over here.
Well, I did drugs when I was, but I don't do drugs now. I'm sober. I'm not trying to fight you. Yellen,
63.
get your butt inside. Yellen, get your butt inside.
We on primary?
Now.
29, we got 3 kids down.
3 kids down, 16 down.
Yellen.
63, we're 21. Have
Knock it off.
EMS respond over here.
You're clear, they're being advised. Robert 34, just started mass casualty response. 63, do you want them to respond to the Laurel Lindale address? Where exactly do you need them?
We're right in the front yard. What are you doing, man?
Hey, pretty copy all this.
Can I roll over? I ain't gonna hurt you. I ain't gonna hurt
You
nobody.
got anything on you?
No, I ain't got nothing, man. Phone, that's it. I ain't mad. I ain't nothing. Just make sure that dog don't come out. I don't think he'll bite you. Just don't reach for him and try to grab him and pet him. He won't bite you.
What's going on, man?
Nothing. Can I stand up? It's kind of uncomfortable.
I'm gonna
I
get
ain't
you
gonna
here
do
in a
nothing. I ain't running
second.
away. You can do whatever you want.
Here. You the only one else inside the house?
What?
You the only one else inside the house?
Yeah.
Sit down right here.
My daughter, she ran over to the fire department.
Sit down.
It's my stepdaughter.
Put him in that cage.
Oh my God, Denise. Okay, so this is his hearing when he goes for his bail. So, Mike, I just wanted you to see that. We just saw
State of
this one
Chad
show.
Dorman,
I just
2023
wanted you to see
CRA
that
19.
since you weren't here when I came, since you weren't here when I played it. Oh, God. He has a nasty, nasty attitude. It's like There is nothing going on. Nothing. Just a regular day. Just a regular day. So I played it again because Mike wasn't here. But this is a sad case. Now, unless he actually takes a plea deal, unless they offer him something, which I don't know if Ohio has the death penalty, but it'll be life in jail. No, if he would do the right thing, it would be forego the jury trial because you're going to be found guilty. You've already admitted it. Hi, Yasmina. Breezy girl, yes, Bella Marie wants to know if you do. Okay, you see her. So if he forgoes, if he says no jury trial and let the judge sentence him, I don't know what other sentence you would get besides your natural life, no probation. But knowing him, well, not knowing him, as he's appearing right now so nonchalant, he would want to relive this. He would want her to relive this. That's pure evil. And I agree with Mike. He would want her to, they would have to show the autopsies. They would have to show the kids' pictures with how they found them. He would want that mother to relive this day over and over again. He's a sick bastard. Sick. Wait a minute, Heidi, a girl consulted with my firm, an ex threatening the same. I told her to run. And what would happen when she did jail and she didn't? And he killed her. Oh my God, he killed her son. Melissa. Oh, let me write that down. Oh my God. Oh my goodness. Melissa Zemat. Oh, Zeman. Oh my God. Okay, your governor stopped all. This case needs to be executed. That's an execution for me. You kill a kid, you need to be killed. I don't know if they do. The only way they can extra is that if he, okay, Tina, if he says he doesn't want to go to trial, okay, I will. If he says he doesn't want to go to trial, if his attorneys say, okay, we're foregoing a jury trial, he has admitted it they interrogated him. He admitted it. He planned it for months. He carried it out. He's already said he did it. Now, the law states that you're innocent until proven guilty. He would have to say, I don't want to go to trial. The prosecutor may try to give him an offer because the evidence is there. They're still investigating. Even though they're investigating, they know he's done it, but they have to do what they need to do. They need to do their due diligence. They're going to speak to the wife. They're going to speak to the daughter. They're going to talk to neighbors. Ooh, they have the death penalty. Well, okay, they might offer him life, natural life then. Because if he goes to trial, they're going to give him the death penalty. If he goes to trial, he would get the death penalty. But the fact that he asked the cops, can he stand up? Because he's uncomfortable. The fuck, you just killed 3 of your kids. Are you kidding me? You're uncomfortable? You shot their mother in the hand. Their older sister ran to the fire station. They called the police to say that whoever ran said that he had killed everyone in the house. This is crazy. The governor stopped them. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. That is just sad. I don't want to bury any of my kids. Never did. I don't know how I know life goes on, but these kids, 7, 4, and 3. Innocent children. I'm glad you got away, Denise. Well, that's his that's his right. I mean, if they put him on natural life, if he gets natural life, that's a burden on the state. If they execute him, that's a burden on the state. It costs more to execute an inmate than it does to house them for their natural life. The father, who was he? Yes, he was the father of the three boys. Yes, Breezy. He was the father of the three boys. But that's what I wanted to discuss with you guys this morning. That's what I wanted to put out this morning. This world is going crazy and it seems like it goes in cycles. It's just, like the school shootings, the mall shootings. It's just crazy. And the crazy shit that's going on YouTube, there's real life shit going on. Real life shit. I don't know if he has other children. He's 32. He had those three little boys and the stepdaughter. He had three little boys and the stepdaughter. I didn't read where they said he had other kids at, but this started around 4 p.m. Started around 4 p.m. I don't know what this little girl is going through. I don't know how old the daughter was, but she was his stepdaughter. So, don't know how old she is, but can you imagine having your little brothers, having your mother the mother witnessing this and screaming, he took her life from her. And he went to Clermont County Jail. But for the defense attorney to ask for a $75,000 bond, saying he had a job, he had co-signers, he was married. Are you freaking kidding me? The woman that you're talking about was a victim of his crime. What the fuck is wrong with you? This has taken a toll on family, community, law enforcement officers. What did they say? First responders. Just imagine when the cops went to the house, when Lindsay Clancy did what she did to her three kids. Are you freaking kidding me? It's just horror. It's just evil. Now, the domestic violence charge, I didn't see where he went to counseling or anything else. The children were 7, 4, and 3. Nice house, nice property. 7, 4, and 3. But then he want to sit in court and act like he's trying to, cry. Are you kidding me? This is why I personally believe without impeaching on the right to bear arms, there should be stricter weapon policies. Yes. And he had the rifle sitting right next to him when the cop showed up. This is like an everyday thing. Then he's going to tell the dog, but you see how quick the dog shut up, right? Shut up. Get in the house. The dog was scared of him. That dog stopped barking. Denise Ann, oh my God, yes, my abuser has his family on his side saying what he did to you what did you do to him what? Matt, oh my God, I wanted to punch them. Yeah. It's always the victim's fault. Always the victim's fault. Always. I was watching before I went to sleep. I was watching ID Discovery, and it was A Killer Among Us. This woman was pregnant. She met this guy, married him. He isolated her on this farm. He would be gone for a whole week, come home on the weekends because he was paving roads and stuff. She had no car. He would take the phone with him. Then she found out he was having an affair. He accidentally forgot to take the phone one day, and he came home and beat this woman. She had to escape from him. She was out in the woods for days because she had to escape because she was scared that he was going to kill her. Yes, he had domestic violence charges before. The judge dismissed your RO saying I was lying even though I had what? His charge was back in 2021 or 2020. Yeah, but he's not on probation. So if it was 2020, I think it's 2020, 2021. She was pregnant with the 3-year-old. 2 judges in my courthouse were my ex's cousins. Get the hell out of here. Get the frick out of here. It's something I'm fighting for in my state where I live. I personally believe there's no reason for someone to own an assault weapon. Only our military should have these types of weapons. That's true. Assault weapons should not. What do you need an assault weapon for? Oh, I'm not even on camera. See? Forget. What do you need an assault weapon for? For what? You got hunting rifles. You have, you have your little shooters, your little. I have a 9. It's locked in a box, but I have it. When I used to do road trips, it would be underneath my seat. I would have to clip, but I did. I asked a friend of mine, she's a cop. I said, why do I have to take the clip out? Because if somebody's coming, I got to reach underneath the seat, grab the gun, open my glove thing, put the clip. Are you kidding me? By that time, I'm gone. They gave him full custody, and you got no visitation for running. I had to go back to him for a year to be with my kids. Oh, Denise, I am so sorry. If you want to come up, I can drop the link for you, Denise. You don't have to come on camera. If you want to come up and talk about your story, you can. Anybody want to come up? I'll drop Snaz. Do you want to come up? Thank you, Bella Marie. I'm tired. I got bags right now. I've had a hard week. But if you want to come up and talk, I'll drop the link for you guys. I don't mind if you want to talk. All right, Denise. But I'm just saying, this is just sad. I told before, this is years ago, a couple of years ago, I told her my cousin was in an abusive relationship, 2 of my cousins. She would get beat all the time. One cousin, he came home, he was drunk, beat her, went to sleep, and she boiled Crisco oil. Seriously, she heated it up on the stove, and she doused his ass with it. And that was before that El Green shit happened. She did Crisco. Oh, no, it was after the grits with El Green. I think she got the idea from that. My other cousin, her husband was really, really abusive. She had gone out one night. She came home. He was at the house, and he came at her. She grabbed a gun. She had it in her purse, and she shot him once in one knee. He kept coming. She shot him again in the other knee, and then she just emptied the clip. When the cops got there, her brother was there. My cousin lived not too far down, and the cop kept telling her, where did you get the gun? And she said and then they kept telling her, her brother said, no, it was in it was in that table right there. They kept telling her this because at the time you can't have a weapon on you. But she spent about a year or so in a mental hospital. That messed her up. Yep, that's true. That's true. She spent some time in a mental hospital. Matter of fact, she was in Mandeville. She spent some time there. Yeah. There is ways to get out, and I know the statistics state that it takes 7 times, but then you got to think about these women with these little kids. And this other story I watched last night, she was the stepmom to these kids. He had 3 kids. He was Romeo. He was love bombing her. They got married. He was hiding the fact that he was an alcoholic. Um, the kids were there, they got older. The oldest brother left the home. It was the young girl there. Then they were married. She had 2 kids. He started isolating her away from her family. The daughter finally left the house. He sobered up, started drinking. He was an ex Marine. Well, special forces. He was an ex Marine. He went, stopped drinking, started drinking again. The cops came. He abused her. Cops came. He was out of jail within, I think, 6 hours. He wasn't allowed to go to the home. He had convinced the sons that the mother was lying. The sons that changed the lock, one of the sons gave him a key. He went in the home. She was in her room minding her business. First, he shot her in the leg. Then he shot her in the stomach. And then he shot her in the head. The final blow was in the head. Then he looked down, saw his picture on the thing, on the dresser. She had a picture of him in his full uniform, turned the gun on himself and killed himself. He should have did that before. No offense, but that's my feeling about it. Oh, yes, Nosberry. Yes. I'm sorry, I didn't see it. Let me drop the link for you, sweetie. Hold on, let me drop the link. I'm sorry, I was so busy talking, I didn't even see your comment. There you go, Snoz. I'm just like, it's just ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. But, they need to have more places. This one woman that took advantage of this program where they were hiding women and their children because of domestic violence. She lied. Hold up. Good morning, Snoz. She lied, took advantage of this underground situation because she was dating someone else. So there are places out there. But when you're putting these women in these facilities and everybody knows where these places are located at, these men still stalk them. I watched the one the other day about the father they said it was an honor killing, and the mother knew about it. And she was the one that made the decision to take the daughter off of life support. Get the hell out of here. The state should have took that off, even though she was just get out of here with that. Good morning, Snoz. Hi, sweetie. Welcome. Oh, this is your second time on panel.
Yes.
Good morning. Go ahead, sweetie.
Good
I'm not going to
morning,
interrupt
love.
you. Tell your
And
story.
see, that breaks my heart for the mother because we don't know the whole story, the circumstance,
Yes.
and she could be trying to leave him and then he got mad and did what he did, and a lot of mothers like my circumstance, I was in this marriage for 13 years. Okay. I had no family to go to. I had nowhere to go. What am I going to do? I've been with him for 13 years. I didn't work. He didn't allow me to work. I didn't have any freedom. So finally, when I had the chance to leave the 3 times,
Mm-hmm.
having too many weapons in my face at times, me on my knees begging him not to do something to me or my kids. But finally, I had the courage to leave the 3 times and I went back because I was so scared of taking care of my kids on my own.
Okay,
He had
Snoz.
me
Okay.
so brainwashed.
Okay, Snoz. Okay. You said you went back because you were
Yep.
scared to take care of your kids on your
Yep.
own. Was there other places you could have gone? Did you try to get into like an abuse shelter? Because they have those. Did you try that?
Well, yes. I didn't go to the abuse shelters because I knew how bad he was. He was going to stalk me. He already threatened
Okay.
he was going to take one of my kids from me and run. So my chance was for me to move to a different state with my mother, and my mom finally figured it out what was really going on, and she helped me. And the last time I left, before I went back the last time, my dad gave me money to drive, and he said, "You are not allowed to come back here." He said, I'm not doing this back and forth. And then, because I knew that he was going to keep, he actually came out to my mom's house. He would constantly blow my mom's phone up. I had my phone shut off, and I just went back and I had enough with him. My dad said, "Fine, come back here. You're not going back. I'm not going to play this game back and forth." And then my dad had me go down there and to the attorney and file for divorce immediately, and got the kids custody of the kids immediately. And we went and got a PO on him.
I
And
was
like
about to
my
ask you, did
attorney,
you do that? Okay.
yeah, my attorney looked at me dead in my face and told me, "Are you sure you want a PO? Because it's just a piece of paper. They can't
Well,
stop
speaking
him."
on that, I did a story about a month or so ago where this young man, this is in Houston, his girlfriend got an RO against him. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The daycare center had a copy of the RO. He went and picked up their daughter from the
Mm,
center, from the daycare center, calling the girlfriend on the phone, going off, and killed the little girl so her
mm.
mother can hear it.
Oh my gosh. And see, that's what I was concerned of what my ex-husband was going to do, because
Oh
he
my
left a couple of voicemails that I actually still have. We've been separated for 8 years. Because just in case he does do something again, I have the evidence. And I'm telling you, you can hear these voicemails that you can hear the pew pew, him cocking it
Well, wait a minute.
and,
You've been
and threatening
separated.
me.
You haven't divorced
Yep.
him?
No, we've been divorced, but I have
Okay.
them just in case that if he
Okay.
shows up or tries to throw me in court again, then I have that evidence.
So, Snots, does he know where you are now?
No, I literally had to move across the United States to get away from him.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Okay, so you have a true story of
Oh yeah.
abuse.
Yep.
Unlike, okay, I'm just going to say it. Unlike other people that sit there and say they were in fear for fear for their life, you were actually in
Yes.
fear for your life.
Yes, I have pictures, I have voicemails, I have all my POs that I have kept for the years. I have all those still in file in my file cabinet. Yeah, every day, even my poor kids every day live in fear still. My
Oh my
daughter,
God.
she's at the point where he's allowed to have 2 phone calls a week with my kids. My son has not talked to him since. We've been divorced about 7 years now. My oldest will have nothing to do with him. My daughter, she's still kind of like, there's nothing I can really do about it because the court said I have to let her talk to him. But
Hmm.
I'm there for her, and she's got to make the choice. But when he starts talking down to her, I hang the phone up and I'm like, nope, we're not doing this. I don't care what the
And they
judge
do,
says.
okay, and they do know not to tell him where you guys are
Yes.
and what schools
Yep.
they go to, right?
Yep. Even at the school, they have his driver's license hung up on their wall to in front of her, the reception, and
Hmm.
yeah, they know not to let him in the building. Yep. Yeah, we went through a very, very, very bad abuse. Very bad. I mean, literally, he took a crowbar to my face at one time.
I don't know if you guys remember, but when this case was going on with Joffrey Paschal, I covered his court case, and this lady came up on my panel, and she spoke of her husband that took his steel-toed boots and knocked her
Mm,
teeth out of her mouth. And we were
yep.
trying to find her help. In she's in Canada, and but she got into the program, and then it was all this stuff, and her husband kept finding her,
Yep.
and this is in Canada, and she had moved so many times. And you know what? I just thought about that. I haven't talked to her or got a DM from her in a few months.
Hmm.
I need to check on her. But he kept finding her and her son.
Yep. If
Oh my
they want
God.
to find you, they will find you. And the cops, you can keep calling the cops all day long. Even if you
Oh.
have a PO on him, like the attorney said, it's just a piece of paper. They're going to throw him in jail and he'll get back out again.
So, do you talk to his family at all?
No. Oh, no, 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 no. His family, oh, no. My kids don't even want to talk to his family because every time he would put his hands on me or do anything, what did you do to make my baby mad?
Yeah, that's
And
bull.
I'm standing there with my nose busted up, my lip bloody, I have blood all over me, and I'm looking at his mother going, "What? Are you for real right now?
Oh,
And your son has
oh,
no marks on him?"
oh my God. I'm
Yeah.
telling you, I have 3 boys, and I never forget one day Nate called, and yeah, it's Nate. Nate called one day. His ex-wife was going off and she kept grabbing at him. And I told him flat out, leave the house. Leave the house.
Yep.
I called her on the phone. I said, what is wrong with you? I said, you cannot beat a man. I said, but if he puts his hands on you, there's going to be a problem. And he's in the military. I told him to leave the house. He left.
Hmm.
Never put your hands on a woman. Now, if she's trying to stab you, that's totally different. But
Right.
she's trying to do something. But never, ever. I have 3 sons. Never put your hands on a woman. Ever.
Yeah, I told my
Walk
son the
away.
same thing.
And if you got to do that, you don't need to be together.
Yep, exactly. But yeah, it's just like a lot of people, like when I went to court and his
Oh
attorney
my
had the
God.
audacity to say, well, if her life was such in jeopardy, why'd she not leave? Why'd she keep coming back? And
That's
the
cool.
counselor, thank goodness we had a counselor that was seeing me and my kids at the time.
I was going
My
to
mom
ask you,
put
did your
me,
kids
yep,
have counseling?
my
Yeah.
mom put
Thank
us
you.
immediately into counseling for our
Thank you.
safety. And the counselor was like, are you kidding me? This is like a disease. First of all, she's scared for her life. She not only got to worry about her safety, she's got to worry about her kids.
Oh my
Then he's
God.
got her so brainwashed that nobody will love her. She'll never survive without him. She's not good enough. She's not beautiful enough. There's a lot more to it when people look on the outside and never been in that circumstance that they have no idea what really is going on in our heads. It
Wait a
took
minute.
me
Snail Sarah,
many a
I've seen
years.
you on camera. So they
Yeah.
said that you're not pretty enough. Is that what they were saying?
No, my ex-husband was. He would
Oh,
say that to me all the time, nonstop,
okay.
like a recording. Every time I would have the courage
So
to leave
mental
him.
abuse and
Yep,
physical abuse.
yep. And then he started abusing the kids. And when my son sat on the couch one day and he was about 3 years old, when he turned around and hit me, my son did, and my ex-husband laughed about it, I was like, oh no, we have a
Oh
problem.
no. Oh
We have a
no.
huge problem because now my son is doing to me. And then I told my son to pick his shoes up, and he was like, no. He's like, bitch, that's your responsibility. My son ain't picking up after himself. That's
Get
your
the
job.
fuck out of
And I
here.
was like, okay, there's another sign there again that my son, and like it didn't really connect. I mean, I knew I was being abused, but when my son started acting like it too, is when I think it really hit me hard.
They
That's
only
when
they imitate what they see.
yep, exactly. And my son would go to school all the time. Like his teacher kind of caught on to it because he would my son would be abusive at school with people, especially with females, not men.
Hmm.
And my teacher, after I left, I'm still in contact with his teacher, but she's like, I knew something was wrong because
Oh
his
my.
behavior at school was not right. Yep.
I'm so sorry, Snaz. I don't believe I ever heard you tell that story before.
I haven't because I kind of keep to myself about it, but I think with everything that's going on now, I think it's time for me to step up and tell everybody my story is because hopefully I pray that I can help somebody else because I felt like I couldn't do it on my own. I really couldn't. And as soon as I started working and getting that taste of freedom, it's great. I don't have to answer to nobody. I don't have to be timed going to the grocery store. I don't have to bring a receipt back of how much I
So wait a
spent.
minute. You were actually timed.
Yes.
Now I've heard other women say that.
Yep.
So if you went to the grocery store, you had a certain amount of time, and
Yep.
then you had to bring the receipts to show this.
Yep. And if
Are
I
you
would put
kidding me?
makeup on or get dressed up to go to the grocery store, oh Lord, I was lectured so much. Who are you going to see? Why are you dressing up like that? You don't dress up for me like that. Like it was just every time I do anything to bring myself up, he would shoot me down.
Oh my God.
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. See, I'm
Yep.
serious. I've heard other women say that. I had a panel of these women on here, Golden Swan Cadre, and some of these women were saying the same things that you're saying right
Yep.
now. And I used to have a friend, well, I had a really good friend in Virginia Beach, and she would always, her and her boyfriend, because they weren't married, were always fighting. And she actually told me, and I'm so serious, and I've heard other women say this, but until it came out of her mouth, she knows he loves her because he hits her. I said, excuse me?
Yep.
I said, what?
That is the truth. Yep.
I said, my mother and father spanked me. Well, really not my dad, my mom. I said, okay, but you a grown ass woman. No man,
Hmm.
nobody has the right to put their hands on you. But you know that's love. That is not love. That is
Yep.
abuse. Even now they call it, if kids get spanked or get hit with a belt, it's child abuse. It's abuse.
Yep. And see that right there is a sickness of how much he's got control of her. And many people don't understand that we see things differently
Yep.
than a normal person would. That's in a real good relationship.
Yeah, I remember we
You
were all over
know.
there for a barbecue, and he started going off, and he raised his hand, and I stood right there. I said, "I want you to hit her." I said, "Because then I'm calling Virginia Beach police. I will call, and I will have your ass arrested." I was
Hmm.
so mad, and I told her, I said, "You are stupid to let this man speak to you in front of all these people like that.
And you know
You are
what? If you
completely
would have
lost
done
your damn
that, if
mind." And I
if you would
left.
have if you would have done that, she would have hated you for that. She would have
Well,
took his side.
oh yeah, she was mad because of what I
Oh yeah.
said, and a lot of people, we all left because no, we don't sit there and do that. No, no.
Yep. But see, now I see things differently because of many years of counseling. And finally, and usually women who get out of abusive relationship will usually jump into another one.
Yep,
Nope, not me. I'm not doing it.
yep. This is what this lady
Nope.
told me. She said her first marriage was abusive. Her
Yep.
second husband was abusive. She said she didn't leave until he actually picked her up and threw her in the trash can. I said,
Yep.
"What?
Yep.
What?" And she makes money. She makes good money, but she had a fear of being by herself. What?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what they get you so low to the lowest that you just cannot do anything for yourself and you don't feel like you can. But I'm telling you, as soon as I started working and getting that freedom, it was amazing. And then my parents were, this is weird, my parents were letting me borrow their van because my van broke down. And my dad, I was like, hey, I'm going to go see a movie. And this is what time I'm going to be back. And this is where I'm going. And he just looked at me like, what are you doing? And I'm like, what? And he's like, you don't need to tell me where you're going or what time you're going to be back. If you're going to be late, yes, common courtesy because we are watching your kids. But other
And
than
how long
that,
were you married, Snods? How long were you
13,
married?
13 years.
So 13 years married, 7
Mm-hmm.
years divorced now,
Yep.
right?
Yep.
Oh my God. I'm really sorry to hear
Oh
that. I
no, you
really
don't need
am.
to apologize. That's the thing that I've realized that I don't like people feeling sorry for me. Yes, I did put myself in that circumstance. Yes, it was wrong, but I came out to be this most amazing person. I have learned so much and I'm a survivor and my kids are a survivor. I don't want no one feeling sorry for me.
My first husband actually raised his hand to me one time, and I said, and I did. I looked right at him. I said, "Please hit me." I said, "Please
Oh,
do, because I will blow your ass away." And I meant that.
yep,
And he knew I had a gun. I said, "I want you to hit me. I want you to leave a mark. So when I blow you away, they will know it's self-defense." His hands went
right.
down so quick. After that, there was no living together. There was no nothing. You raised your hand to me. Are you crazy?
Yep.
Yes. Mm-mm. And he's 6'2".
But yeah, I was just
I
so
was gone.
scared.
There was
Like,
no
if I
going
would have
back.
called the cops, like, I was scared that he was going to beat me until the cops got there. Like,
Mm,
I had
mm.
no, and he had us, like, I lived in Florida, And I literally lived on the same property his family lived on. So if I would have left down the driveway, his
They would
mom
have
would have
saw
been
you.
calling him. Because the day that I left the last time, she called me and said, "Hey, where you going?" I was like, "I'm going to the grocery store." My mom met me. My mom drove out at night from Tennessee to Florida all night long to come get me. She met us at a hotel, okay? My tire was flat. She had to fix it. And then she said, "Well, go ahead. We need to fill your car up." So I grabbed my card and I put the, filled it up. And she looked at me. She said, "Give me your card." I'm like, "Why?" She said, "Give me your card." So she grabbed it and she broke it in half and then handed me a different card and said, "You don't need to be using his money because he can track you."
Yep, that's true.
So I had
That
to
is
use her
true. They
card the
can
whole
track you.
time. But
So
she
if
came
you're
and
going to
got me.
leave, if you're in a dangerous relationship, I wouldn't change my routine. I would keep
Yep.
doing the same stuff. But if you're taking your kids to school or whatever, I would act like I'm
Hmm.
taking them to school. I would have just like Snoz did. I would have somebody to meet me.
Yep.
I would have, if you're able to stash money or whatever, you have a family that's able to
Yes.
help you, reach out. Reach out. You need to have some
Please
type
do.
of plan in place to escape. And when you
Yes.
leave, don't stay in the same town. Don't stay in the
No.
same community. Don't communicate with people that you know that you guys communicate with.
Yep.
Don't tell anybody where you're at because he can go there, keep intimidating people. That's what
Yep.
there's so many stories of these guys going to your family members' houses and or you're communicating with them and they're telling them, yeah, I talked to her, she's blah, 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 or he's
Hmm.
men get abused all the time too. They
Yep.
do.
Exactly. I am for men's
Men
rights
just
because
don't
a
talk
lot of
about
them
it.
get abused and it's not talked about at all. At all. None.
I'm really really sorry that you went through this. I really am. It's just oh God.
Yeah, like I'm just
Um
saying, like if you're gonna leave abusive relationship and you know that you are completely done, like hide the social security cards. I had me and my kids' social security cards all over that house. I had extras just in case you found them. I had extra birth certificates. I had extra shot records for my kids to go to a different school.
yep,
I
you gotta
even had
have
records
yep,
of my kids just in case I was getting ready to leave, that I didn't have to go by the school and pick up all their
you have to pick
information.
up all that stuff.
Have
Yep, and
money
that,
stored in different places. If he finds it, then he's already found that one stash. He ain't gonna think about another stash.
so Smiles, let me ask you a question. So your kids are in school.
Yes.
Okay. And I know you said they have it, but don't you think if he really wanted to find you, he can find these kids? Because that school it's a database.
Well, yes, I'm afraid every day of that. My daughter's even scared of that. But the schools here, you have to be scanned in before you can even open up the door.
Yep, that's where the schools are here too.
Yes. And
That's
I
where the
think
schools are
every
here.
school needs to be that way, locked down 24/7. And if you do not have, if they don't know you, you ain't coming in that door. That's why my kids' dad is his picture came right there in the office, so they know what he
Mm,
looks like.
mm, mm. I remember when my uncle first got well, they had been married a couple of years,
Uh-huh.
and he had put a nice double wide on property which is right next door to my grandfather and my grandmother's house, and him and his wife had got into a fight, and he hit his wife.
Mm.
She went over to my grandmother and my grandfather's home. I remember it was summertime. We were all out there playing. And my grandfather walked out the house, went out the back door, walked around, went to that trailer, and laid his son out.
Ooh.
Laid him out.
Well,
I don't think he ever touched her again. My
good.
grandfather laid him out. That's one thing he never did. He and my grandmother were married for 60 something years. I used to hear her fussing at him all the time. I've never heard my grandfather curse ever, ever. When he passed, there was standing room only at that church, and they kept asking for people to get up for the family members to sit down.
Well,
Never. But he laid his son out.
good.
He didn't
I'm
play that.
glad. That's what we needs to be done. Because I'm telling you, my son ever, if I ever hear him, his hands are talked down to a woman, I told him, I said, you don't need to worry about the cops. You worry about your mama getting a hold of you. And if the cops get a hold of you, you better hope they lock you in that jail cell. Because if you get out, the Lord help you, son. Because I said, I am not going to raise somebody just like how your father is. Nope. No. And he's seen everything that's gone, what happened to me. So I'm hoping that it kind of makes him not go there,
Yes.
So, yep.
Well, I just want to say thank you for sharing your story. I mean, and I need you to stay safe too. But you don't communicate with anybody, his family, any friends
No.
that you guys had in common. Do
Nope.
you still talk to them?
Nope. I pulled everybody away. Everybody away because I was not going to accidentally slip up and let him know where we're at. Like I even had some of his friends message me on Facebook, and I'm like, nice try, and I deleted them.
So when you're posting, let me ask you a question. So I was going to ask you, but I'm glad but your social media, when you're posting things on social media, you're not, you see, because the way I have mine set up, only my friends can see what I post. They can't share my post.
Nope.
So you know what I mean? So are you putting up stuff on social media that if he was able to see it or guess where you're at? How are you protecting yourself on social media?
I have everything set on private. Only people that I have on my list can see what I see, what I post, and even my friends list is on private. He can't see who I have on my Facebook. Nope.
Got you. Okay.
Nope. I have everything on lockdown.
But after 7 years or 8 years of being divorced, do you think he would still try to find you?
Oh yeah. I have, just to this day, I still get emails, not emails, but text messages on my daughter's phone of him being an ass. Yeah. Yep.
Thank you, Gwen.
He told his daughter not too long ago that his new girlfriend is better than her mommy. And I'm like, why would you say that? Like he said, he just does things like that to her that I just don't understand. But now she just turned 16, so she can make her own decision if she wants to keep talking to him or not.
Yep. So Bella Marie, on IG, you go to your privacy settings and you set your page to private.
Yes.
All you have to do is set your page to private. It's a privacy setting. You go to security, privacy, settings, security, privacy, and just set it on private. But your daughter, so you have a son, a daughter.
I have a son and a daughter with him. And I have an oldest daughter, but she's married and moved out. But he did abuse her as well.
Okay, now I thought at one point you had your sister's kids too.
I do have my sister's kids with me, yes, but they weren't in the relationship when I was with him. They were living with her. Yes.
Okay. All right. Yep. All right. So is he remarried? Do you know?
I don't know, but after we left, it was a year later that I found out that he was put in jail for batter again on his new girlfriend. He decided to slam her finger so hard in a door that she had to go to the hospital and get stitches. So he's still repeating the same thing. And then his last girlfriend, he hit her and she grabbed her pew and shot off the trailer, and he ran into the bathroom and she took a hammer trying to get through the bathroom door after him because he ran out of pew. So his stepson, his other son had to come pick him up. My stepson had to come pick him up and take him out of there because she was going to harm him.
Good morning, Angel. Good morning, Sweet Peace 70. Let me ask you a question. So since you're not around your family, do you get to see your family at all? Do they come visit you?
Yes. Yep, I see my mom. My daughter is actually getting ready to go on a trip with my mom this summer. So I still see my family. I just don't live with my family or around my family to keep them safe and myself safe.
Got you.
Yep.
Well, you need to keep. Yeah, you definitely need to keep yourself safe.
Yeah.
But this man that executed his kids on Thursday in front of his wife.
That's what I'm scared of was going to happen to me and my kids.
This is the scariest and they said the most dangerous time is when you're ready to leave a relationship. Someone said in the chat earlier that maybe she told him she was leaving. That's a mistake.
Yep.
You don't tell them you're leaving.
That's what I
Never
said.
tell
Yep.
them you're leaving.
Nope. You never
Never
give him
tell them you're
any
leaving.
warning.
Good morning,
Any
Carol.
warning. Nope. Because that's the time that he can actually end you and your kids. Like, you don't say anything. You just keep everything private. You don't change your routine in front of him. You
Never
don't do
change your
nothing out of
routine.
line.
Nope.
Nothing.
Angel, I covered a story this morning, Thursday in Ohio, Monroe Township. It's the town is New Richmond. A 32-year-old man, his name is Chad. Oh, forgot his last name now. Chad executed 3 of his sons, 7, 4, and 3, in front of his wife. She tried to stop him by grabbing a gun. He shot her in the hand. Her daughter, which is his stepdaughter, ran to the fire station. They called the police to let them know that he had killed. At that time, she didn't know her mother was still alive, but the mother is alive, and he executed those kids in front of their mother. The sons they shared together. He had planned this for months. And he carried it out. That's what happened. That's what we were talking about this morning. So, I mean, I know everybody's busy, but I don't want to play that again. Some people just can't take it. Please go back to the beginning of the video. You'll see it. You'll see when he went to court on Friday, the judge in Ohio set his bail at $20 million, cash or surety bond. I mean, surety. It's the highest bail that's ever been set. And I have to go look, probably in history. I really need to go look at that.
I just can't believe he even got it. I mean, no bond. He didn't deserve anything at all. You know, and him sitting there crying like that. They always cry when they get caught.
Yeah. So the most dangerous time is when you're leaving. And that's been said, and that's been yes, thank you, Chad Dorman. That's been said, it's been proven to be true over and over again. Even if you're mad and you're saying, I'm leaving you, don't do it. Don't do it.
Don't give him because when I left the last time he went down the driveway, my son literally was sitting in his bed watching his dad go down the driveway. And I said, watch your dad. And he said, okay, mama. And me and my other kids were taking black trash bags and just start packing things up. It was no joke. My son was sitting there watching, and my kids wanted to leave. They knew that something was getting ready to happen.
You know what? And you know, I like when people are able to tell their story, you know, when they're comfortable to do it. And there's so much that's going on that, you know, people have experienced here. Like I said, when I did the Jeffrey Paschal trial and we were doing it, there were so many women in my chat that had gone through domestic abuse that, you know, have gone to courts and the courts have failed them. And then, you know, just looking at what Denise Ann was putting in, and the fact that her ex is a federal officer and he was able to track her. She lost her kids. You know, he had a hotel where they had surrounded. You know, that's just, you know, shared custody. But then again, you don't know if he was abusing the kids. Me being a mother, if you're abusing me, sooner or later, you're going to take out that hate that you feel for me on my kids. I don't want my kids around you.
Yep, exactly. And it was so bad, the abuse, that the judge said that he lost his rights to the kids.
Denise, you still talk to, oh, I'm sorry. You still talk to her? Oh my God. Well, you know, during the trial, I was getting all these inside stuff, and people probably know where it was coming from, but Jeffrey Paschal and his dad are a piece of shit. Him and his dad. He held over the fact that the daughter-in-law and the son was living in his property. He used that. Varia is a piece of shit. And I've said it before, and I'm going to say it again.
Yep, I was
No, the
literally
father didn't
tied
kill
down to his
himself at all.
parents' land.
He's he went to trial, not to trial. He confessed to everything, Angel. He told them he planned this for months and he carried it out. He went to his hearing, his bail hearing on Friday, and the defense attorney was asking for $75,000 in bail because he's married, the victim, his wife. He has a job and he has family. Bitch, you just
Oh,
killed 3
wow.
kids. I'm sorry. I know Angel like, but bitch, you just
Mm.
killed 3 kids. You want to say that your wife, you're married. Your wife is a victim. You shot her in the hand. You killed 3 of her sons. You will
Mhm.
hear it on the video when the cops are there. She's crying and screaming, saying that he took my life.
Yep.
He killed those 3 kids, executed them. It's crazy.
It's crazy.
And then one of the sons ran away. He went and got him, drove him back to the property, and executed him in front of his mother. It's disgusting. Yes, they are. Yep. Yep. He forces us. I don't know why he's not getting out. He's not getting out. He's probably got a boyfriend in there by now. You know, he thinks he's all of that. Can't stand him. Yep, they probably keep him in protective custody. I want them to do to him like they did to Jeffrey, the one that was eating with him. I want them to put him in general population and see how long he lasts.
Yep.
Jeffrey Dahmer. I want when they put Jeffrey in general population, he didn't last that long. They took his ass out. They need to take him out.
Mhm. Oh yeah.
I understand what you're saying, Yasmina, but then you have a daughter. But then
Yeah.
how is this going to affect her daughter?
I
How is
thought
this
about
affecting
that.
her? This
Yep.
little girl didn't know her mother was still alive until the
Yep.
cops got there.
Yep. I thought about that a dozen times if something would happen to my kids. I couldn't deal with it. And that did go through my mind a couple times. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh my God, Jody, thank you for the super
Aw.
chat. I really appreciate that. And yes, yeah, Snaz, I've seen her on different panels and stuff, and she's been on my panel before, but I never ever knew that you went through all of this.
Oh yeah. And I got all the proof for days to show if I needed to, but I prefer not to. Yeah.
You see this? Look at this, Nas. Jeffrey liked makeup, so he will be a nice
Oh
girlfriend.
my Lord.
Yep. He did used to put on makeup on IG and act. Yeah, he did.
Oh
He's
Lord.
trash. I never ever liked that man. When he sat there and said that he used to be a drug, he stole stuff from Home Depot. He wrote all these checks. When I saw that woman's face, I think I just took her out of my brand.
Yeah.
He beat that woman to a pulp. He said that she ran into the door, then she
Yeah.
fell on. I'm like, really? The
Yep,
door
that's
bounced
what
back
they
and
say.
busted her up like that for real? I
Yep.
took her picture out of my brand. He beat her to a pulp.
Yep, he said that one time in court because the judge was like, "Why would you leave bruises like this on your ex-wife?" He's like, "Cause she likes it rough sex." And the judge just looked at him dumbfounded, and I was like, "Oh, here we go." And he's like, "No, sir, no woman in their right mind will like it that rough."
No, nobody wants you to beat on them and
He
do that
leaned
to them.
into the microphone and said it.
And all because she was walking, he said he was walking, no, she was walking a dog on the phone talking to someone. He had a jealousy issue. You can see it even on, and that's when I said they're not vetting these people that they're putting on these shows at all. This man is a known abuser. He has a criminal record.
Oh my goodness.
A criminal record. So I feel no sympathy for him at all. But these women, if you need to leave, I would never ever scream, "I'm leaving." Okay.
Nope.
I'm going to show you these 2 pictures of what he did to this woman. I have them. I told you I have them. So I'm just going to show them to you.
Before you do, Can I drop down? Because
Yes, you can drop
I
down, and I'm
don't
gonna
want
show
to see
these
that right
pictures.
now because I can't. My heart rate's already going.
Yep,
But I
I'm just gonna
appreciate
show
for
you what
letting me
Jeffrey did.
speak.
Thank you for coming up, and
You're
then I'm gonna
welcome,
get out of
love.
here.
But if
Thank you,
anybody
guys.
needs to reach out, you guys are more welcome to email me. If you need help, if you can't get out, anybody in the chat, please reach out to me or Heidi or somebody in the chat
Yep.
because I'm literally here for anybody who needs help. It just breaks my heart that he put me through so much like this, and it made me feel like I couldn't leave. And now I have my freedom, and I'm stronger, and I'm never gonna allow myself to be put back in that circumstance. But if you guys need anything, just let me know,
Yep.
please.
Thank you. Thank you for coming up. Thank you.
You
And
have a
guys,
wonderful day.
you too, sweetie. I'm going to show you
Bye,
this
love.
picture, bye, sweetie, of what Jeffrey did to this woman. So this is just her lip. Okay. That's her lip. I'm going to show you that other picture he did to her face. And he said she ran, fell down, hit the door. Then she was trying to go up the stairs. She was drunk. And this is all that happened to her. In case you guys forgot about this piece of shit and what he did. No, I didn't forget. I won't forget. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this one. There is her face. That's what Jeffrey did. That's what he did to her. And people are saying that he doesn't deserve to be in prison. No, he deserves to be exactly where he's at. That's what he did to her. So, never forget that. Ever forget what he did. So, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. And please go back if you're just getting in. Go back and watch the first part of the video. It's right at the beginning. And you'll see, good morning, Pet My Rock, you late woman. I'm getting ready to go back to Vegas again, Pet My Rock. I'm getting ready to go back to Vegas next week. But I want to say thank you all for coming. I really, really appreciate it. So, those are women that have really went through abuse, who have done things to hide, to get away from their abusers, not putting up GoFundMes with the kids' pictures and every damn thing else. Okay? This woman just lost 3 of her 4 kids. Domestic violence is not something to play with. Yeah, I'm going back next week. You're welcome. And Denise, when you're ready, whenever you're ready, reach out to me. If you want to come up, I will do a stream just for you. You can talk about whatever you want to talk about, how you want to talk about it. You can tell your story. So, yeah. But anyway, that's what he did. And, this is domestic violence, not sending my ex pictures of my body. If you're scared of someone, you don't do that shit. I know there's more. I know you have so much more to say. That's why I said, whenever you're ready, whether it's me or someone else, whenever you're ready to put your story out. And I hope it's me, because I'm going to let you just tell your story and how you want to tell it. But I really, I really appreciate everybody being here. And yes, Nosberry would be more than willing to come up with you. But I'm just saying, you have real stuff that's going on. You got people calling, they're calling for welfare checks and all of this stuff. And this happened in Monroe Township, Ohio. The same judge that presided over GB's case is the same judge that just imposed a $20 million cash or surety. I'm really going to have a lot of fun. I'm going to do some gambling, but not a lot. We're going to get, I'll see. But good morning, Sherry. So I really want to say thank you, Snaz, for Denise, for Bella Marie, and for everyone that was sharing your, Deborah, for everyone that was sharing your stories in the chat. I really, really want to say thank you. And you guys have a good day. And again, if you want to donate to the GoFundMe, hold on a second. We're going to do all kind of stuff in Vegas. Let me put the GoFundMe there now. They've raised $86,197 of the $20,000 they were requesting. But wait a minute. Angel says on the 21st, I'm having 3 women who are domestic and sexual. This is a documentary called The Wolf Pack. She will be on. Oh, Angel. Oh my God, I will be there. I will be there. Guys, please write it on your calendar. On the 21st, Angel is going to have 3 women on her panel. And Angel, when, they're on your panel, and I'm not going to tell you how to, let them go for it. And then if you have questions, but let them tell their stories. Oh my God. Thank you. I will be there on the 21st. So guys, keep your eyes peeled for her. I will share it as soon as she puts it up. Hold on. Let me get Angel's link. Hold on. I'm going to go get Angel Gotti's link. I'm going to go. Well, she's a mod, so she can, but I'm going to get it real quick and I'll post it for you guys so you can get it. Hold on. I have it. It's right here. I just posted it. There's Angel's link to her channel. There's her link. Hi, Jonathan. So guys, just if you haven't subscribed, go subscribe. And but I would definitely be there, but let them tell their story. I want to say thank you again. I will see you guys tomorrow morning. And I really have some stuff that I need to say. And I'm just trying to make sure I say it in the right manner. Because, when I go off, I go off. Hi, Jerry. Oh, you're so sweet. I'm getting ready to get out of here. But thank you guys for being here. Please say a prayer for this mother, her daughter, for that family that just went through this tragic loss. Again, that Lindsay Clancy situation is coming back to me. She didn't execute them in front of her husband, but she still K'd her kids. Those 3 beautiful kids, she K'd. This man killed executed these 3 beautiful little boys. He executed 7, 3, and 4. Executed them in front of their mother. In front of their mother. Then we had Lindsay Clancy in Massachusetts. She killed 1, 2, 3. Sent this man out to get food. As I said when I covered this, I believe she planned it because he was working from home because of the mental issue she was going through. She was under intense therapy. She sent this man out of the home so she can K those 3 beautiful kids. People are fucking sick. Hi, Cree. So, Cree, please go back to the beginning. Thank you guys for subbing to Angel. I'm getting ready to get out of here. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys. Have a great Saturday. Pray for these families. This is just sad. Pray for that man. Pray for that woman. Pray for all of these people that are going through this situation. And guys, I'm going to take a deep dive into Brian Kohlberger also. There's a woman that was found, and it's beginning to appear that this man is actually a serial killer. Well, he killed more than one. So he's a serial killer, but there's another body there. And then while he was living in Idaho Falls, that was someone else that was found not too far from him. I'm beginning to believe he was a serial killer. Yes. Okay. So thank you guys for being here. I appreciate it. Have a wonderful, wonderful Saturday. And I will definitely see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.